There's a school of thought that says it's impossible to lose weight and build muscle at the same time. Bullshit! In 2019, I did exactly that, going from this to this. Well, I'm back dieting again, and I know that I don't have to end up with the muscle tone of a wet flannel and the arse of a melted candle. To avoid that, I just need to make sure that I do one thing: regular weight training as I go along. Today, I'm going to go through one of my workouts, and you get to watch a fat ginger man look like he's having a stroke. My name is David Thomas, and this is Transformation Thomas. My training is very organised because I have quite a few long-term injuries, so I have to be careful about what exercise I do for each body part, which is why the single most important piece of equipment in my home gym is this board. Across the top are the 4 main phases I go through. Super heavy is the most I can lift for 8 to 10 reps. Super slow is 10-second reps, 5 on the positive, 5 on the negative. Before ready is rest, pause. I go to failure, stop for 5 seconds, and then go again. Tempo is doing 30 reps or more at the same speed. On the end is GVT, German Volume Training, which is 10 sets of 10 reps with 60 seconds in between. That's not part of our main training, but we do it occasionally, mainly if coming back from a big injury. My body part split is down the left, and it's pull, legs, push. Pull is back, traps, biceps. Legs is hamstrings, quads and calves. Push is chest, shoulders and triceps. Today, I'm going to do my workout for the pull body parts, back, traps and biceps on the super slow phase. Here we go. Back first, and what I'm going to do is 2-handed dumbbell rows. Chest against the incline bench, hang nice and straight, and then when I bring the dumbbells up, I go slightly back, because if I come up straight, it ends up being a trap shrug. Not what I want to do. This is my warm-up set, and the weight I'm going to be using, because it's super slow, is going to be the same as my working set. I'm going to give you 6 reasons to warm up. Number 1, prepares my joints for what's to come next. Smashing heavy weights through cold joints will take me down like an exocet in a rubber dinghy. 2, kicks my central nervous system into gear. I need to be on it like a car bonnet, mentally as well as physically, to lift well. And 3, it allows me to practice my form. Bad form plus heavy weight equals injury. Next up, working set. Now, remember, it's super slow. So it's 5 seconds up on the positive, 5 seconds down on the negative. It's unlikely to be 5 seconds each way. It might be a little bit less, because I'm trying to do 3 things at once. I'm trying to lift the weight, I'm trying to breathe, and I'm trying to count. And I'm a bloke, I'm a geezer, I'm a guy. I can't multitask, literally. But it'll be near enough. It's definitely going to be slow, but cut me some slack while I'm trying to suck the oxygen out of this gym. It's important that I maintain a workload on my back, so I keep my arms tucked in for maximum stimulation. And it's worth repeating, I always keep my chest stuck to the bench as tight as a gold digger to a billionaire. Ho ho! That is a magnificent arse. To butcher a Billy Connolly joke, it's big enough to park your bike in. I crush my nuts to the bench. I've made the mistake in the past of lifting my lower back off the bench in the middle of a set, and it has always created a problem, whether it's been a small twinge right through to a significant injury. Not quite sure what I'm doing with my mouth there, but one thing is for sure, It's now really starting to burn. Lifting heavy weights is relatively straightforward as it's a short set and I can either lift it or I can't. But trying to focus through the burn on a super slow set, which uses lighter weights, requires a completely different mental approach for me. Come on, Yorkshire pudding, get it up. Next up is traps. That's the muscle that goes from your shoulder into your neck, that when it's really developed makes you look like a bull. Which most people don't like the look, but I love it, although I've never been able to get massive traps. But I try. Every day I come in here and I try my best. So, warm-up set. I'm just going to stop the video here. You can see that the feet of the frame are not parallel with the floor as they should be. That's because I'm holding the handles in the wrong place and it's tipped the frame forward. This then pulls my shoulders forward. My number one injury is a shitty shoulder that I have to protect at all costs. So this is bad. As you'll see shortly when I do my working set, the frame is parallel because I changed the positioning of my hands. This is a really good example of why warm-up sets are so important for getting me into the groove of good form. And you might think I did this on purpose, but I really didn't, which shows one of the benefits of getting someone to film you while doing a set on each exercise. Nothing will give you better feedback than a cold, hard camera lens. The other people in the gym might think you're a bit of a dick, but you know what? Fuck 'em. Next, working set. Now, because I've got some long-term injuries that look like they're never going to go away because I've had them a long time, form is really critical. Keep my hands straight, keep my shoulders back, and I just lift up as if I'm trying to touch my ears with my shoulders. I had this frame made for me at a local ironworks. The reason is because of my two main injuries. The shitty shoulder I just mentioned, and my lower back, which is made of pure glass. There are multiple ways to train traps with dumbbells and barbells, but almost all of them do two things that affect my injuries. One, they require me to pick up something heavy from the floor, which hurts my back. Two, it drags my shoulders forward, particularly in the case of heavy dumbbell shrugs. This frame allows me to sit inside the weights, protecting my shoulders, and it is a perfect height. So I only have to lift it a few inches off the ground to start my exercise, which obviously protects my lower back. Go on, son. Find that bull neck and we'll put you in for next year's agricultural show. You might not be able to see it, but I'm using hooks. I have the forearms of Popeye and the strength of olive oil. I've tried bear claws and traditional straps, but I just can't make them work for me. These hooks are bloody brilliant. And now, an old favourite with the boys, biceps. Summer's coming up, sun's out, guns out. What I'm going to be doing is dragging curls. And this is where you have a bar, and you literally just drag it up your body, keeping it as close as you possibly can. Now, make sure you miss the crown jewels. And me, I have to negotiate my fat belly. But that's all it is. Take the bar, shoulders back, drag it up high as you can. Warm up set. Three more reasons I warm up. I'm doing more work but without burning myself out. I'll shed a little more sausage while also giving the muscle a little bit more of a workout. 3 gains. I can identify any strains, niggles or problems. The last place I want to be finding out if my body will take the workout I am about to do is underneath a maximum working weight. Last but not least, it gets me going. I don't always feel like training, but after that first warm-up set, I am right in the zone. And now for the working set. 5 seconds up, 5 seconds down to the best of my ability. Now, as you probably noticed, one thing that's really important is, as I'm going up, if I can't get to the top, I hold it and see out the 5 seconds. Then when I go back down on the negative and I get to the bottom, then I go quick on the positive and hold it at the top and then try and go slowly down to the negative. I always train to failure, and that's the best way to do it when doing super slow. Everyone who trains biceps wants a higher peak, and dragon curls are brilliant for developing that. Most bicep training is done with dumbbells or an EZ bar, but I'm using a straight bar as it's particularly effective for building the often neglected outer head of the biceps. The straight bar also allows for a more natural grip with palms facing upwards. This maximizes bicep activation and development. Nice and steady, up and over, past the belly button, which in my case is big enough to store my secret stash of Krispy Kremes, just in case I get hungry like. Biceps along with calves are the most pain-inducing muscles. By this point, I genuinely feel like someone is holding a blowtorch to my arms. Come on, chubby chops, no pain, no gain.